Hello, scholars. Welcome back to e-learning on this quarter four. Anyways, I hope everybody is well and staying safe and staying healthy. So I'll start quarter four. This is Mr. Benzel here with an Alice picture. So you can see here that Alice is having some fun in the backyard. This is the backyard of my in-laws' house, blowing some bubbles on a nice spring day. So hopefully you're having some time to, get out, enjoy some fresh air, of course, away from all those germs in the quarantine. I also hope that you're spending some time productively doing some geometry. So just a reminder, e-learning is worth 50% of your semester grade. So not doing e-learning can have a huge impact on your grade. You could, like let's say you got like a 90% going into e-learning in geometry. If you did not do e-learning at all, you would fail the geometry class. Make sure that you are watching the videos and taking notes on the videos. It is going to be especially important with this new material to see the worked out examples before you try the examples of the new material. And I would really encourage you to study how these examples are worked out and how the examples that you are asked to do are similar. Another thing that I think is important is making sure that you are completing your IP with intentional and detailed shown work. So don't just show me what the final answer is, show me the setup and the way that you set up the problem. Now, if you're in my classes, what I'm going to be doing when you turn into IPs is on PowerSchool, I'm going to start putting some general trends that I see. So, like for instance, on the special right triangles and Pythagorean theorem converse IP, I may write some quick actionable feedback that you can do to get better. So, like if you mixed up the greater than and less than sign on the Pythagorean theorem inequalities, I'll say, make sure that you're paying attention to the direction of the sign. So that way you can make sure that you're consistent and doing things that you can quickly correct to get better at. Make sure that you are using the partial key as a tool and not a crutch. So partial keys are not there just to copy. They are there to see, how about some worked out examples, and could you apply that same reasoning to some examples that you have to work out completely on your own. And of course, if you're struggling with a material, you can either email your teacher, you can attend their office hour. I'd love to see some of you check in with me, and we can discuss how things are going with geometry and also in other things in your life too. I also encourage you to email a counselor or other staff members at school, if you're feeling, overwhelmed. I also want to give you a little bit of roadmap here of where we are going in the rest of geometry this year. So the first thing that we're going to be doing coming back is finish chapter 9. And you're going to learn what SOHCAHTOA means. So SOHCAHTOA is not sounds like a Native American name, but it's actually just a clever way to help us with our trig. And then we're going to do chapter 10. Which is circles. And there's all sorts of neat things we can look at in circles. We can look at radius, diameter. We'll learn about what are called tangent lines. Secant lines. And we can solve for sides and angles inside of circles. And then, after that, we can go to chapter 11. And this is polygons with more than 4 sides. So when we complete each chapter, what we'll do, between each chapter is we'll have like little review assignments. So that way, we're not constantly learning new material, but we have some time to reflect and review a little bit as we get going. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher, and I hope that you enjoy the ride with this last quarter of geometry. Happy